Live's Kelly Ripa is reluctant to share a truth about her daughter Lola, 22, but then says she won't mind her mother's story. On Wednesday's program, after discussing her lack of math skills, Kelly launched into a story about Lola. The hosts of Live with Kelly and Mark talked about some of their mathematical prowess on Wednesday's broadcast. Kelly acknowledged that she wasn't very strong at math, and Mark mentioned that he frequently received a large number of math problems as homework. "I have absolutely no aptitude for arithmetic," she admitted. "But I also know what I know," she said. She started to describe how her daughter seemed to emulate her. "My daughter, she won't mind me telling this," Kelly said. She was alluding to Lola's senior year of high school. "My daughter was not in advanced math, and so she called it low math, which none of the other kids liked, but she loved the name." Kelly grinned as she imitated Lola. "I'm in low math, so it's not difficult," she joked. "Costly mistake." Meanwhile, Mark Consuelos was called out for his behavior during Live's trivia segment, this time by his wife Kelly. She promised a fan who called in during Tuesday's trivia segment that she will make him pay for how he treated the contestant. Shortly into the latest, pre-taped broadcast of Live with Kelly and Mark, the co-stars played their daily Brighten Your Day trivia game, which features a viewer calling in to try to stump the hosts. The caller gives Kelly and Mark two statements about their lives, and the hosts have to guess which one is true. If they're wrong, the fan wins a Live coffee mug, and if they're right, then the fan does not. While Kelly and her former co-host, Ryan Seacrest, would try to help fans win a mug by guessing incorrectly, Mark has made it clear he plans to always play the game by the real rules. Susan's win. A woman named Susan played the game and said she either loves wax museums or she's seen Bob Newhart's TV Land statue in Chicago. Mark correctly guessed it was the latter, and he later admitted to feeling kinda bad. Kelly quickly sat up in her chair, snapped toward her husband and slammed, "You robbed her of the mug." He simply smirked and shrugged in response. "That's okay," Susan assured the hosts. But Kelly continued to defend the fan and promised, "It's not okay, Susan, I'm gonna make him pay for this later." While this fan let Mark's usual trivia behavior go and said it was okay, another recent contestant called him out on it. Earlier this month, a fan named Debbie called in for the talk show's Brighten Your Day trivia segment. Debbie told two different stories, one about how her dad got her a job without him knowing and another about how she saw a ghost in a restaurant in Savannah, Georgia. Mark guessed correctly that the fan was lying about the ghost story. Mark was joyous about his win, to which Kelly joked, "Don't celebrate. It is unbecoming." Debbie then spun the wheel and ended up winning an 8-day trip to Panama valued at $7,300. After her big win, Kelly joked again, "Debbie, I'm sorry you didn't win the mug though." Debbie jokingly snapped back, "Mark should be ashamed of himself." Kelly replied, "And don't you worry, Debbie, I'm gonna remind him of that all day, every day." Mark then dropped his head and said he was sorry, to which Debbie replied once more, "No, you're not."